I think it might be over for Twitter, and that's not hyperbole. I was kind of joking and with Musk making all sorts of bad decisions and how giddy I was about the destruction of Twitter, but I didn't really believe it until now. So apparently, remember, Musk gave his employees, whatever remains of the employees at Twitter, an ultimatum. Either you have to agree to be hardcore and work 80 hours a week, or you gotta leave and you'll get paid 3 months severance. Well, it turns out that roughly 75% of the remaining 3,700 Twitter employees have not opted to be more hardcore. And they've decided to take the severance. So
wow.
Twitter doesn't have the workforce necessary, the employees necessary to run. And I find it amazing, Cenk, that Elon Musk really thought that he could send that memo to the employees and be like, oh yeah, I wanna be more hardcore, 80 hours a week, 80 hours a week. Why did he think they would sign on to that? Okay, well, they haven't.
Yeah, hubris, that's the answer. This has been one of the most amazing things in our lifetimes. I've never seen a business implode like this before. This could be historic. I mean, this could be a guy burning $44 billion right in front of our eyes. So look, guys, think about it. So he already fired half the staff. If I'm doing the math right, and the news just broke, but if 75% of the remaining staff is leaving, well, that means only 12.5% of the original workforce is left. Can you run a company with 12.5% of the employees? Of course not. What do you think the other 87.5% were doing? Like, you might say, oh, you know what, this is a little bloated, it got too bureaucratic, or hey, that line of business didn't work. That happens, right? So, okay, we had to cut 10%. Oh, it's terrible, we had to cut 20%. You cut, what, 75% to 87.5%? Are you nuts, right? And did Elon, I mean, it seems like he hasn't thought through anything in regards to Twitter. You didn't think through, hey, what happens if, forget 75%, even if 25% took the payout, then how are you gonna run this company? You need actual human beings. He thinks he's so smart, I don't need any stinking employees. I'm such a genius, I'll just sit here with my brain and I'll just have the company run. No, that doesn't work that way. You need actual employees to run the company. It is stunning how unintelligent he's been throughout this, stunning.
It's not that stunning. And the reason why it's not that stunning is because the biggest mistake anyone can make in life, regardless of how much power you have, what your status is, biggest mistake you could make is surrounding yourself with yes men and people who constantly validate your poor decisions. So I have no doubt that there was a time when Elon Musk didn't make terrible decisions like this. And he probably was more willing to listen to people who had legitimate and merited critique. But much like Donald Trump and people like Donald Trump, he has surrounded himself with people who are constantly complimenting, what a genius he is. And when you start building this unearned confidence in your brain, well, then you start saying things like he's been saying to the employees at Twitter with this assumption that they're going to be loyal to you to a fault, like you can do no wrong. And it's like Putin too, right? Where I genuinely think even Putin deluded himself into thinking that he could invade Ukraine and he'll be met with roses for liberating the people of Ukraine. Like, don't surround yourself with yes men, regardless of what you do for work or where you are in life. It's really important to be open to constructive feedback and criticism. I have more details, by the way, on this, which is it's such a mind-blowing story. So Kylie Robinson is a tech reporter for Fortune magazine. She's the one who tweeted a thread about this. I retweeted it, but I'll give you some more details about what she's saying. As we're all very aware, folks on visas are the ones who are stuck. So that's who makes up most of the mostly 25% or less than 1,000 workers who are expected to stay. The actual impact is not yet known. There have been no internal communications about what comes next. We're nearly 2 hours post deadline. And remember, the deadline refers to the memo that Elon Musk sent to the employees telling them, if you agree to be more hardcore and work longer hours, click on this link. And if you don't click on this link by the deadline, which is already passed, then you will be fired and you will get 3 months severance, okay? And then Kylie Robinson says this, let's put this into perspective. At the beginning of this month, Twitter had 7,400 employees. Barely halfway through the month, if 75% do actually stick to their decision today, the company will have shrunk by a whopping 88%. And by the way, their key cards are not working. So all the employees as of right now are locked out of the Twitter building.
Wow, I mean, is Elon trying to get elected president? He's like, Donald Trump, you think you're a dumpster fire? Hold my beer. You wanna see a dumpster fire? Watch me burn $44 billion in an actual dumpster. So it turns out I did the math right, 87.5%. I said there's news broke and it's delivering for you guys. I haven't had a chance to look at it. It turns out, yeah, 88%, that's right. You can't run a company with 12% of your employees. You want an idiot. What an unbelievable idiot. So guys, look, I'm not saying this from like a left wing or a progressive perspective, et cetera. So for example, if he wanted to say to people he was hiring that were new employees, hey, listen, we're gonna pay you more, but you're gonna have to work 60 to 80 hours. And if you don't want it, don't take the job. Well, that's fair, okay? There's a lot of jobs, bankers, lawyers, et cetera, that work really long hours and they get paid a lot of money, right? You want the deal, great, no problem. But when you come to your, first of all, doing it to all employees makes no sense. Like if you're working at Burger King and they're like, okay, just voluntarily work 80 hours and you're not gonna get paid anymore beyond the 40 hours, but do it because you love Burger King so much. Who the hell would say yes to that? That's insane, right? And then you go and tell your current employees that signed up for a different deal for a 40-hour, 50-hour work week. I don't know, it depends on their job, right? Now you turn to them and go, oh no, I'm changing the rules on you. You're gonna have to work 60 or 80 hours for the same pay. Why would anybody say yes? For the great pleasure of working with Elon Musk, who loves firing his employees, using the government to make sure his own employees don't have rights. I mean, what part of this sounds appealing? And Anna, you cannot run that company. You just cannot run it on that few employees. So what does that mean? That means they have to now hire thousands of new employees. That is gonna take so long. And if you do it super quick, you're gonna hire a whole bunch of duds. The people at Twitter already knew what they were doing. You're gonna hire a whole bunch of people and you gotta do it lightning quick. So you're gonna have the people you hire aren't gonna have any idea how to do their jobs. I'm gonna keep it real with you right now, okay? And then in order to entice people who do know what they're doing, you're gonna have to pay a lot more. So then you didn't decrease your costs, you increase your costs. This is a disaster, let alone the 3-month severance you're paying, let alone the $40 million exit package you gave to the former CEO and the $20 million to the former CFO, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, he has not done one thing right and not even like, oh, that was a slight mistake. Every action he's taken so far has been a 10 out of 10 on mistake. And he's done it so publicly. It's absolutely humiliating for him. I don't know if he's able to be humiliated. And Anna, you're probably right. I bet you the yes men sitting around him, look, they're all looking to rob him. You understand that? Right? All the people that are around him right now, like, oh yeah, Elon, oh, you're so good, Elon. Oh yeah, you can run a company with 12% because of big brain, big brain. You got this, dog. Oh, you're such a cheese, you're so brave. Oh yeah. Now give me money, money, money. They're all looking to rob him anyway. He's such an idiot for believing them.
What a brave new world we're in. What a brave new world.
I know, Alex Jones, right. No, seriously, Alex Jones owes like $1 billion to his victims.
Oh, God.
Donald Trump is getting humiliated.
In my veins.
I know.
Oh, more, I want more, give it to me, yes.
Yeah, Donald Trump is getting humiliated by Fox News, New York Post, Wall Street Journal. They're like, oh, how boring, Florida man gives speech. Loser, say everybody walked out, boo, right? And that's right-wing media doing it to Trump, let alone mainstream media. And then here comes Elon Musk, and again, he's like, oh, you think you guys suck? Hold my beer, watch this. $44 million in flames.
Yep.
He's gonna lose it all.
I hope,
it's unbelievable.
I hope all of our detractors are enjoying watching the show, patiently awaiting a meltdown that will not come. That will not come.
Yeah, oh yeah, because of the midterm elections, they were waiting for the meltdown. No, but to be fair, the meltdown did happen. Just go over to Elon Musk's house, see the most epic meltdown you've ever seen in your life. By the way, don't actually go to Elon Musk's house. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.